Hey guys, I'm back again. I've rested. I went live earlier on, guys. So I'm well rested. I've done a little bit in the house. So I'm back to try another sketch, guys. We're on a sketching marathon. I am on a sketching marathon. Hey guys, for anyone that wants to join in, join in. You're welcome to join in another session, another sketching session, another sketching session, another sketching session with my tribe. So if there's anyone that is like feeling like joining in, I'm just gonna wait a bit to see who joins in. But in the meantime, I just wanna share this book. I don't know, trying to like put it properly. So I'm going to start with this. So I'm just getting all prepped. I'm getting all prepped. I'm getting all prepped, guys. So we are going to be drawing a praying hands. But in the meantime, I just want to show you guys my sketchbook. If you can see it. I think I need to move this. So I'm going to start with 2H. I think it's 2H, it says. Just gonna move this here. So join in. Whilst we're waiting for people to join in, I got confused there. Pencils. I did do my research. So join in. So I just want to remember what pencil I need to use. So I'm going to start with 2H and then HB and 2 and 4B. Just needed to pull that out. Hey guys, hey. Hey, hi D Dominiza. Hi, thank you, thanks. Yeah, so today we're going to learn how to draw our praying hands, but in the meantime I just wanted to share with you guys, for those of you that haven't seen my sketches. So I started sketching. Thank you Dominiza, thank you. You're new on here and I haven't seen you before. Thank you. So yeah, so this is some of the sketches that I've done, and you guys will probably see how far I've gone, how I've progressed. So I'm self-taught. No one taught me how to sketch. A year ago, I discovered I could actually sketch. So you can see, like in this picture, for example, it's not quite there with the shading. I'm still learning, guys. Even the way I shaded the hair wasn't really there, but I think they say practice make perfect. So I did that, and then I did a sketch of Zelensky. I don't know if that actually looks like him or not. So I did this sketch and I actually dated them all. So this one was one of my proud moments, guys. And I had no test run. All the sketches, I had no test run. I literally just saw them on YouTube and decided to just copy what the artist was doing. So this was just me trying my luck. And there's more here. So there are like two sides to each thing. This was when I actually started trying to put some colors in. I don't know if you guys can see all this. So, and then I drew this one, a girl praying. That's another sketch that I did, and all this was this year, March of this year. I drew this one, and then I drew that. I don't know if you guys can recognize who this is with the bricks. That was when I was like experimenting with bricks. I'm just like going through my sketches with you guys before we do the hand. And then I did this of a circus. So basically, my sketches are based on whatever I'm feeling on that particular day. So that's why I always say every sketch tells a story. And I also did Mario Brothers. This actually reminds me of growing up, guys. So when I was growing up, I really loved Mario Brothers, and this was it for me. I also did Tom and Jerry. So this Tom and Jerry, guys, when I drew Tom and Jerry, it was really, really good. And then I decided to use some pencil to color. And the pencil that I used was the wrong one. And it just backfired on me. So now my Tom and Jerry looks like he's just been in the toilet. Like he fell into the toilet. And then Tom looks like he's been sick. Maybe he had malaria or something. So yeah, so this was me attempting to use the wrong paints to color my Jerry. I was really proud of drawing a wall as well. I didn't know it was so easy to draw a wall, guys. So I did that one, and I did this of a sassy lady. Sometimes I draw this picturing how I feel at that particular moment. So I did this of a girl just sitting down and just chatting to the camera or something. And I did this one of a girl taking picture, and this reflects me and my journey with content creating, and this was just a reflection of how I felt on that day. So every time I pick up the pencil to draw, there's always something that draws me to that particular drawing. And this was another proud moment for me, guys. You can tell that the lashes and everything is from someone that just doesn't know how to draw lashes, but I still tried my best, even with the hair. That's why I'm thinking, like, art is so interesting, guys. Every stroke can actually make it look so real. So that was me drawing that one. And this is another one that I don't know, I was really impressed, but I know the artist in the house or online will probably have some solutions to some of the ways I sketched there. But this was a proud moment for me, because up until then I haven't been able to draw anything that remotely looks like a human being. And I doing this, especially with the afro hair, so this reminds me of me, how I wish I was. So that was, I think, what really reflected in this sketch. And then I did this of a girl whilst it was raining, and this reflected at that time it was really rainy. That was in January. The weather was always wet, and and this reflected that, and I really loved this sketch, guys. I was so proud when I did this one. So I did another one. I wasn't really happy with this one, guys. The leg of this lady looked very weird, but this was when I was learning as well. You can tell it's January this year. I was still learning. I was still new to the sketching. Like I said to you guys, for those of you that have been joining in, thank you so much, Loke. Thank you. Thanks. Like I said to some of you that have been joining my live session, last year, September, was the first time I picked up a pencil and I discovered that I could draw. Up until then, I never knew I could draw. And ever since then, I've been sketching. I'm self-taught. Like, I basically look online to see what other people are doing and I just copy it. So you can see with my sketches, there's lots of like progress. I try to learn all the time, and that's why I always open for constructive criticism. So this was another one I did in February. This was run up to Valentine's Day, and I was feeling like, I wish I could feel this way. A lady wearing a hat with a red lipstick, and that was what I did with this sketch. So it's amazing I still remember most of the reasons whilst I sketched the things that I did. So, look, thank you. You're new on here. No, I haven't seen you on here. Nice to meet you. And I did this one. So this reminds me of when I used to go to school. I will go back to studying my SFE, Swedish for immigrants, because I live in Sweden. And when you're in Sweden, it's nice to learn the language. And this reminds me of my walk to school. So there's always rivers and lakes around, everywhere in Sweden. And sometimes I like to sit down and watch the ducks. And this reminds me of that. Oh, yeah. Hi, Mel Star Plays. Hi, you're back again. Thank you. Thank you. Hi. Yeah, I'm back. I had to go and rest. You know, it's a very, very stressful thing to be an artist. So I had to go and have a rest and then come back again. So this was another one, just looking and watching the dogs. I like to talk to the dogs as well. I don't know if I'm a dog whisperer. Every time I sit by and I see the dogs, they tend to come to me. I take pictures with dogs as well. They kind of just come. When I pull out my camera to take a picture, they are just there. So this reflected how I felt coming back from school and just looking at the dogs. And then I tried to do this picture, guys. This is not one of my proud ones. I was trying to do a dress, but it looked like this person was a masquerade. You know, like in my village in Africa, we have some things called like masquerades, and that was how my sketch turned out. It was a sad time for me as well. Sometimes it reflects how I feel, and but this dress was just awful, guys. This was my attempt to draw a dress. Thank you so much, Mel Star Plays. Thank you. So yeah, and this was another one I did, guys. I swear this girl looks like a snake. She looks like a snake. Like, it's just nah. But I was still proud of it, and I still tried to do this one. So the hands, that's why today we need to work on hands. So I'm going to attempt to do one easy, maybe ish type of hands, because this hand to me looks like a snake. So yeah, so that's another one. Okay, Melstar. Thank you, Melstar, please. Thank you so much. Have a good weekend. Have a good weekend, yeah? Bye. So, and then this is another one I tried to do, was sketch with the dress and all that. And yeah, it was kind of interesting, even with the hairs. I tried my best, but it's just beginner sketchbook. And I also did this one. This was when things felt really, really not nice, and I was trying to express how I felt, and that was when I went for this one. So every sketch I do tells a story, there's a reason to me doing it, and this was just one of those dark times. And that's why I say that sketching has really helped me express how I feel as a self-confessed introvert, and I can actually be reclusive, and sketching has really helped me. This is another one as well, where I felt that everything I was doing I wasn't my best, and I felt like everyone has turned their backs. And I think this was how I felt when I did this sketch, and it wasn't a nice sketch. Most of my sketches are kind of sad, which it's good to express yourself, neither by talking therapy or sketching or doing something positive that helps you get away from that time. And I suppose sketching really helped me when talking therapy isn't available. So this is another one as well. This was one of those dark sketches as well, and I suppose you can read meaning to it. Every sketch there's always a interpretation of every sketch, right? And this was how I felt at that particular time, and that was the reason why I did this sketch. We have another one. This was a happy one, guys. This one reminds me of childhood memory. That was the reason why I did this sketch. It's childhood memories in Africa. We always had to go fetch some water, and sometimes you have to resort to fetching water from a well, and this reminds me of that, and it's a good one, guys. A good memory. Another sketch. This was during the time when I was preparing for SAM exams in SFE, and I used to get really nervous run up to exams, and that was when I sketched stuff like this. So when I sketched things like this, the weather was still chilly, and yeah, it was just nerves. And this was when I did similar sketch, but I used the wrong pencil here, guys, and you can tell this actually showed here. So my sketches have really progressed from this one to, like, it progressed. This was a good one, and then this was before. And so sometimes I just take a step back and just check out where I started. And this is one of those ones as well, like using the wrong pencil and you can tell from this that this was just when the beginner stage of my sketches, and this is the same as well, beginner stage of my sketches. And this is another one that I sketched. I think I'm probably going to just, should I show you guys everything before we start sketching? It's quite a lot, guys, so I think I'm going to stop with the rats. So this is a sketch of a rat that I did, and now let's just dive into this sketch, guys. I will come back and I'll carry on sharing with you guys the rest of the sketchbook, but let's dive into why we want to do this sketch. So I'm going to draw a sketch of a hand, and I'm just going to pull out one of my papers, sketching paper. I got this from Rooster. It's nothing special. I just think when you're learning, you just need to use the most basic paper, and then you can this thing. So let me just go back to the guy's sketch, and then we can start. So he says that this is a very easy way to show or draw to draw praying hands. Easy drawing lesson for beginners on how to draw a hand. So this is based on a content creator's idea of this is the easy way to draw a hand. So I think I'm going to use 2AH because he didn't actually tell the pencil number to use, but I just think maybe 2H. I did my research and I was like, how to draw a hand, what kind of pencils do I need? And it said use 2H or H pencil. So I'm going to use 2H because I don't think I've used this pencil. And apparently the reason why you use 2H because it's a light pencil. Like this is good for like initial sketches according to what I researched. And this one is easier for you to erase. So that's why I'm using this, and I'll be using Faber-Castell because I've got like a pencil set of it. And so yeah, so the first thing to do is they said draw a straight line. So I'm going to use a ruler because I'm not really good with straight line, guys. I get really nervous. So and I think everything comes in like, I think I am going to actually be very mindful and kind of, okay, so I'll draw up till 20, right? So I'll draw up to 20 like that. So I'm using this color, this number, and then he then said you start drawing M. So after drawing a straight line, he says to draw M, kind of like M shape. So that's what we're going to do. So another M here, like to make it look like M. So I think I'm going to try and reduce it a bit here. So he says the trick is to draw M, but I think this one is too big. Sometimes that's Faber-Castell eraser doesn't really do the job when you want it to give kind of like a hard clean. So I'm just going to use regular pencil eraser for here, and then I can use this to tidy up like this. So he says draw a straight line and then draw M shape. So you can see it looks like an M, right? And then he says carry on doing that. So let me see. Okay, so 3 M shapes. So I'm going to use the eraser as well, the ruler, to just mark so that everything becomes very equal, right? So I think I'm going to do 10, 10, 10 there, 5. I'm going to do this 2, and then do 4. I'm just giving max here, and 6. So do another M here, another M here, and then another one here. So this apparently is the secret to drawing a praying hands. So that way. And then what else did he do? So then the last one, after doing there, he says then you go out here and you do that, and then you kind of like do a little bit out, like that. I'm basically just copying exactly what he's doing, guys. I'm literally following what he's doing. And then after that, he goes deep down. Like so. It's too deep in here. I don't think I got that right. So down, he did one down, one there, and then this one is meant to be shorter. So this is meant to be kind of like a shorter arc here, and then he drops it down, and then he takes it down like this. I always have like shaky hands when I start, so I haven't done a trial run or anything. This is my first attempt. So I'm doing light lines to start with. Lighter lines. So I think he dropped it down like this. He dropped it down like this, and he basically did the same for here. So he did down, and then basically he did the same thing he did. Doesn't look like this is a good hand, guys. So I think I need to make this go in a bit. So guys, if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Sasha, and on my platform I like to try hacks, tricks, anything I see online that says this is an easy way or a shortcut to anything. I like to try it out and see if it's actually is what it says it is. So I am not a professional artist or anything. I'm just self-taught. This isn't working, guys. If I was to go on based on how he did this other side, he didn't actually do identical. So he just did this and he just went down. He just went down here and then he did this. And then he just did the same here. So he took it in. These M's don't look like they're like, I think they went in. So he says to draw an M, but I think they actually go in. they went in like this. And then from there, oh, I'm not happy with this. I don't know how the M is supposed to go. So I'm actually copying from an artist that says this is an easy way to draw a praying hands. And I just thought this would be an easy one to start with, seeing as I'm rubbish at doing every other sketch. But I don't think I'm getting it right. Because he says here, and then it feels like he went over. If he went over, then how come? It feels like he went over like this. Okay, so he went over and then he went down. And he went down like that. So it feels like he's actually copying from I don't know, it's not looking right. Hi, Pinky saying. Hi. Hi again, I remember your face. Oh, I think you've been on here before. Hi. I hope you're having a good Saturday. I don't know, I'm just confused with here. But I think it's meant to be like this, guys. It's meant to be like this. And then it goes down. I think these hands are going to be like mine. I think this is how it's supposed to be. And then he went down. So that's another one. And then he basically did the same for the top one as well. So I think I need to remove some of it and make it broader out. You see, that's why they say use the lighter shade of pencil, lighter pencil. I think this has to come down. So I'm on a sketching marathon, guys. I think that's what we're going to call it, a sketching marathon. So like so. Oh, this doesn't look like a hand. It looks really fat. Earlier on, guys, I sketched what do they call it? I sketched an ear, and to be honest, that was actually really easy. I didn't think it was going to be easy. So that was easy. See, this one is meant to be very short because I'm guessing that's yours. I don't know, it looks really tall. So I'm just going to erase here. So apparently the secret is to do a straight line and draw ends. And that's what I'm trying to do. This sketch artist says this is the easiest way to, what they call it, to draw a hand. I'm trying to reduce the length, guys. Because it didn't look right the way it was. It was too long. So guys, if you're new to my channel, my name is Sasha. Welcome to my YouTube channel. On my platform is about bonding, trying out things that you may think it's impossible to do. Like I always like share a little backstory about my journey, and when you see me sketching, you're wondering why is she doing this? I do this because it's kind of like I've learned so much from this. Oh, guys, I'm not happy with this. It's just not working. Perhaps I've done this one too big as well, so I have to reduce this one. I think it's because like I'm always up for like I want everything to be perfect, and I know you shouldn't aim for perfection, but for some reason oh, this doesn't look right. It's meant to be kind of like it doesn't look right. I'm getting so frustrated now. It doesn't look right, guys. When I'm looking at what he's doing, it just doesn't look right. It's meant to be, he says draw an M, but what I can see is here like so, and then it goes down like this, and then he then does something like this. This is what I can see. So he does the arch, and then he does this. So he does an arch like so, and then he drops it down. But every time I drop mine down, it's I think maybe it's too long. It's meant to go in words like this. Because if I don't correct it, it affects the whole sketch. And that's why I'm frustrated. So I'm just using regular eraser here, guys. I think this is enough way to do it. And then this one is meant to be outwards, but I don't know, this doesn't look right, but I'm just gonna leave it like this, guys, because I'm getting frustrated with this. Because according to what he did, this is meant to be according to what he did, this is meant to be over, but mine is not over. Because I know if I don't correct this, guys, it's going to affect how the hand looks. But according to what he did kind of like a dip in here. And then he got here. And then he dropped it down. So I think it's like this, and then he goes down. So this one, so this one was actually meant to, guys, hi Shrisma, hi, I think this one is meant to still go in here. Hi. Oh, I think this one goes down here, and then it touches base here. God, these hands don't look right. They look very round, but what I can see in his sketch, they're not round. The fingers are not meant to be round. No one's fingers are round, right? So there's meant to be like a sharpness. Guys, I'm getting frustrated now with this. This always happens to me, guys. It always happens to me. So I think, okay, maybe what I'll do is I'll do this like this. And then I drop it down. Doesn't look right. It's not meant to be round. so frustrated. I'm getting frustrated. My mind is just telling me to just give up on it now. So it's not meant to be round. So I think he did this and then he then did that. So he did that and then he broke in here. So it's not meant to be round. Oh, guys, I just feel like stopping this now. This doesn't look easy. Or maybe my eyes isn't. I think it's like this, guys. So how can this one be dropped down then? Guys, I'm getting tired of doing this now. I don't know if I should just give up and say I've lost how to do this one. So it's like this. But it's meant to go in like this. And then this one is meant to go outwards like this. So that's how it's meant to go. And then I think it stops here. This is going to look like a sausage fingers hand, like mine. And then this one he takes back down. Let me see what he does. So this one he takes back down. And then he takes it down. Like kind of like Jack and Jill going up the hill. Do you know what I'll keep saying to myself? No two hands are equal, or nobody's hands is perfect. That's what I always say to myself when I'm psyching myself to fail. So, and then he goes here. He takes where this one is here. He does kind of like a bendy shape. And then he just takes it down. I don't know if you guys can see. So he takes it down here. And then he does the same for this one. So this one just stays there. And then this one goes down inwards like this. And then goes back out. Oh. And then it just keeps going down. So I think this is the big one. I think I'll go back and work on the top, guys. I'm not happy with that, but let me just bring it down like he did. So this one keeps going down. And then there's that arch. Just a little one. And then he takes it down. Oh, I need it to be equal. It just looks like mine is just a different size. So I'm just going to use this. Let's say 9. So I need it to be equal. So it has to be equal, or else I'm not going to get the right So I need it to come down here. Where is it again? I need it to come down here. Oh, it doesn't work. It doesn't look right. I don't know what I've done wrong. I don't know what I've done wrong, but okay. So I think it goes down here. Keep going down. And then it just goes on a slope. Like so. Goes on a slope like that, and then goes back down here, and then kind of like dips down. Hi guys, hi. So I'm trying to do the same thing here, just similar stuff. So this is how to draw a praying hands. Apparently it's meant to be easy, but to me it's not as easy as when I drew the ears earlier on. So I went live earlier on to draw an ear, and that one was very easy, guys. But this one doesn't look easy to me. But so this is the first attempt. So everything I do it live and trial run. Like this is my trial run. So I'm using a 2H pencil because they said this is the lightest pencil to use when you originally do a sketch, and that way you can easily erase off, and that's what I'm doing now. It helps me kind of erase off. But so you guys may not be able to see it yet because I'm doing like light strokes. But that's because like this is the initial sketch. So this is supposed to be a praying hand. So I've done that. I'm not really happy with up here, but I'm just going to carry on and see what he does next. So he's giving it kind of like your thumb. You know, you have like 3 sections in your fingers, right? So he's doing the first one, which is down here. So it has to pass where my finger is. It goes in and then it comes back out. So basically this line is like the guideline. Oh, this finger looks dodgy. I think I went too deep in. So that's going to be the guideline. So I'm just going to go here, go out a bit. Hi guys, hi. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sasha, and I'm on a sketching marathon. I'm trying out all these online hacks to see how easy it is to recreate stuff like this. So he carries on. So he's giving that 3 things you'll find in your finger, on your finger. So he goes back down again. Goes back down, and then he goes back down. So that's 1, 2, 3. You know the lines on your finger, 1, 2, 3. So he said to try and make it as equal as possible. So I'm not going to keep measuring. I'm just going to eyeball it. And then this one goes down like so. So that's how it goes down, and it's supposed to join down here. So let me see, what else did he do? And then he basically did the same for here. Oh my god, the way he did this thing, guys, he made it look so easy. So he does the same here, in and out, and then he carries this in this way, and then he does the same in and out, and then he carries it on back up, in and out. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but I think it's looking okayish. But then I have to remove the middle line. That's where my problem is going to be now, because I've not got the right eraser. So you have to have those erasers that kind of look like a pencil, but I'm just using my regular one. But if I do erase things, I think I get the gist now. So I'll go back and work my way, but I need to remove that line. So I'm just going to do this. So erase that. So I think I get what he's doing there. Because this one doesn't kind of like pinpoint where you want to erase, but I can see it now. So it's in, out, goes in, excellent. So this one is the same. So it's basically that thing on the 3 lines on your fingers or your hands. In, out like that. So guys, this is my first attempt, so bear with. It's not going to be perfect, but yeah. And then he goes in now and he starts to draw the fingers. So the fingers go like this. Wow, this is actually looking good. It actually looks good. So that's the fingers. Art to me is very interesting, guys. It's so interesting. Every stroke, things just start to come to life. And also, especially if you're using the right stuff, to me it's so interesting. See, in the beginning, I almost gave up on this art, guys. I literally almost gave up. So then he goes here and he does the same. So kind of like giving it to your fingernails. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm basically copying from an artist on Facebook that says this is an easy way to draw a hand. So I am like into recreating and trying to see if they are actually easy. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Sasha, guys. And if you say hi to me and I don't reply, it's because my eyes is on what I'm sketching and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying growing through sketching. So if you're one of those people that think, can you sketch? Is it possible to ever sketch like all these people? I think to me, sketching is like magic trick, if that makes sense. To me, I think that's what it looks like, magic trick. So I think he did kind of like this here. Oh, I think he did here. So he did here, but kind of did something poking out here. So he's trying to get another, I think it's like this, and it goes down. And it goes down, down, down. So I'm using a 2H pencil, guys. 2H pencil, because when I googled what's the best pencil to use, they said use the lightest shaded pen, the light ones, because then it's easy for you to just erase. I don't know why this is like this, guys. Okay, so I think it's because he can then remove some of the line here. So this is how this is meant to be, like this. Like that. So that's the next finger. And then he did another one. So he basically just brought out something here. In the meantime, I have to remove a little bit of this. Hi guys, hi. If you're new on here, my name is Sasha. And if you're wondering what she's doing, I'm trying to recreate an artist on Facebook that says, this is an easy way to draw a praying hands. So I don't know what you call it, like sketching hack. Trying to recreate sketching hacks and see if they are actually easy to do or not. Oh, this doesn't look like a finger. This one doesn't look right. Doesn't look right at all. You can tell these two looks like fingers, but this one doesn't. So I have to just erase a bit off. I can actually see the finger, guys. I can see it, but I think this just needs to go up and deep, and then go outwards like this, so that way to put in this goes like that, and then comes back down. It's just not working. I knew these ones would be my problem. So that's meant to be the fingers, right? And then on the other side, he did the same thing. So this one is just gonna be inside, inside fingers like this. And then this one goes down like that. So that's another finger there. And then this one is another one. But then can I not just do the finger inwards? Oh, so annoying. Because when it stops there, it's meant to come out. Okay, so wait. So I think it's like this. It's meant to go down like that. And then this one goes in like this. Oh, I think this is how I'm going to do it, guys, because I don't know, my brain is not, it's just, it looks so easy, but it's not at all. It looks really easy. So then what else did he do? So he erased the guideline, but then I think I'm meant to kind of soften here, which I don't see him doing there. So I just need to try and make here curvy like so, right? So guys, if you're new on here and you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm recreating an artist on Facebook that says this is how to draw a realistic, or 5 steps to drawing an easy um hand spraying. So I think after that he then erases. I don't know what he's, oh wait, he actually puts some like freckles. Oh, so this is, I don't know, I'm just trying to rewatch to see what he does next. Okay, so then he then gives the stuff, he gives it some freckles here, kind of like lines, but it just goes very quick, like crease, you know, like the crease you get on your fingers. So that's what he's doing here. So he just gives crease, but it went really quick, guys. So I'm just going to give crease. Every edge here he gives crease, and then what else? He does some here as well. Oh, my eyes ain't working anymore with this, guys. So he gives like crease here, crease here. He's already creased there, and then he does some here, and then he just brings it down here. I'm trying to do exactly what he did, guys, exactly what he did. So he's giving crease to the sketch like so, and then what else did he do? He gave another crease here. So he's done all these folds, and he's done some here. So I don't know if you guys can see, and then he starts to shade. So he starts to shade. So I think I'm going to use a different pencil, maybe a 2B pencil, because he didn't actually indicate what you need to do, but then he starts to shade in here. So he makes here darker. So I'm just going to make this space here dark. I think it's looking like in my hand now, guys. Would I say it's easy? Yes, it is. This is just my first trial, so I'd say it's actually easy-ish. So I'm using a different pencil, HB, guys, because I think we need to make it softer shades. I still need to learn how to shade. So he shaded until he went down here. So I'm just going to keep shading down. So I'm on a sketching marathon, guys. For those of you that are wondering, like, I'm going to carry on sketching body parts, because they say practice makes perfect, and what better way to do it than also to do it live and share it with you guys. So for anyone that is interested in watching my sketching journey, don't forget you can always like subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on your post notification so you get the notification on whenever I go live, because I do quite a lot of spontaneous live, guys. We all live like busy lives as well, so not everyone will be around when I'm online. So that's why I get nervous when I plan my lives. So I just tend to come in whenever, and hopefully I meet amazing people that wanting to watch what I'm doing, because it gives me joy as well seeing people watch me do this, because I'm growing, and then maybe one day I'll be a very, very good artist if I carry on training, because they say you need to keep doing this. So I think he was doing like a shadow, right? I don't know if I've gotten too carried away now, but I think I'm just going to go in with the darker shades and just soften this line here, kind of make it a bit rough. So that first sketch line, I'm trying to use this pencil too, because I can understand he's trying to do it under 1 minute, but I don't really understand what he did here other than shading. But I still didn't see his own guidelines, so that's why I'm going back with this, just to soften it. That's what I'm doing. But I'm proud of these fingers here. Is this other one here that I really don't know what I did. This other two, they don't look right, but this is my first attempt, guys. This is my first attempt. So I think he just carried on, brought it down here. I don't know if you guys can see the hand yet though. Does it look like a hand? And then what else did he do? He also shaded here, guys. I think he lightly shaded it, just lightly, and then here as well. So he lightly shaded it like that. And that's it basically. So he just did some more shading here. I thought he was actually going to do more than this. Hi guys, hi. So I think this was what he did, guys. It doesn't look, I don't know. And it doesn't look like he blended anything out. He just shaded, but mine looks very weird. Mine looks really weird. Because this is what he supposedly did, but mine doesn't look right. So I think I'm just going to go in with this pencil, the HB pencil. I'm just going to try and define the nails. It doesn't look right. Feels like you have to squint to see what I've drawn. So I'm just going in to do this. So maybe that way we can see properly. So maybe you can see the hands now, the what do they call it? So I'm just going to use this pencil to carry on with it, because if not, it feels very faint. I'm not happy with this, guys. I ain't happy with this. This doesn't look right. I don't know. Can you guys see a finger? I'm just going in to try and darken it. Maybe if I darken it, it feels much better. Yeah, I suppose it does look like a finger, right? Hi. Hi, Irene the Faceless. Hi. Hi, Irene. So I'm just darkening it, guys, because if not, I can't see no fingers here. And this is just my first attempt, so it's just the first attempt, guys. There's room for progress. So I'm just trying to give it some more definition by using a different shade of pencil. Would I say this is easy? I still think this is easier than when I did the nose. The nose is still one of my not proud moments. Hi, Irene. Hope you're having a good Sunday. So, Saturday. Why am I calling it Sunday? I think it's Sunday somewhere, right? To me, it feels like Sunday because I was meant to go out today, and Sundays are usually like this when I stay indoors. So I think that's why I keep calling it Sunday today, because I've been indoors sketching. So I'm just trying to define it so it looks like a hand, because if not, it doesn't look like a hand to me, guys. Oh, I think I'm making it worse. So I'm using a different shade of pencil. To kind of like darken it so it looks like a hand. But yeah, it does actually look like a praying hand, guys. It actually does. So basically the artist said how to draw a hand, a praying hand. You do a straight line, then you do M, M, and M. It wasn't really easy M, guys. I mean, the M, you have to like be careful when you're drawing the M. So I'm just using this to trace back in, to darken it, because I've done the best I can with these hands, guys. I've done the best I can do with it. So after this, I think I'm going to do an eyebrow next. The next time I go online live, I will do an eyebrow, because I've done the eyes, I've done the nose. I will redo the nose again when I get a blending stump. I've done a nose, I've done an ear. I did an ear this morning, guys. For those of you that missed it, it's on replay on my channel. The ear was actually very easy, guys. So the ear today was how to draw an ear with 9, Y, and S. Just by using those 3 letters, you can actually draw what do they call it? You can actually draw an ear, which it actually did work, guys. So that hack was a good one. So this hack, I would say it's not bad as well. But I wish there's an artist in the house that can rate my sketch and tell me. So I'm going back with the other sketching pencil just to, because I don't want this part of the finger to be as dark as the fingernails. So I'll say this one too was easy, guys. Ish. So I'm going to leave this on my replay for anyone that wants to recreate this or try and do it and see if they can actually do it. So I'm not like an artist, I'm a novice. I'm just recreating things that I see online. So I think that's what he did, guys. Then he just did like soft shades like this, downward shades like so, just to define the hands. Yeah, I think that's what he did. After putting those crease, you can see the crease that he threw in here. Now I now know why he did this crease here. All this crease helps define the hands. So I'm just going to make them darker. Yeah. This was some of his crease here. There's some more crease here. So I'm using the 2H pencil to go back in with the crease. Yeah. And I think I did a good job. What do you guys think? Try it and let me know if it's as easy. But would I say it's easy? Yes, it was a bit. So yeah, so this is my praying hands. I don't know if you guys can see the praying hands, but that's supposed to be the praying hands. And I think he shaded a little bit here as well. Kind of gave it some shading. Like so. So that's how or that's that's my own interpretation of the praying hands from a Facebook creator that says you can do a hand just by drawing a straight line and then doing M, M, and M. So that's what I did here, M, M, and M. And then here is meant to be darker. So I'm just going to shade here dark. Shade here dark. Because he made here really just to define the shadows. Yeah. So that's it, guys. That's another hack. Tried and tested. So you don't have to if you don't want to. But it would be nice for you guys to try it as well and see. Any of you that is interested in learning how to sketch, try it and see if you can actually recreate it. So feel free to rate the art, my sketch. You can let me know, does it look like a hand? But that's it, guys. So I'm just gonna say, give credit to everyone that said hi and everyone that stopped by to watch before I wrap up this video and go and make dinner. So today is just a quick dinner. I'm having nuggets and chips. It's one of my favorite things to eat, guys. I love nuggets and chips and I've been avoiding eating it because I'm trying to be healthy. But now I will go and have myself nuggets and chips because I've actually had a frozen food earlier on today, and yeah, so it makes sense to just eat this. So I'm going to sign here. I'm going to sign my name, and then that's it. So I don't know what to sign. I don't want to disrupt. Okay, so I'm just going to write it here. Art sketching with Sasha. So today is 13th, 9:25. Love at the Lindberghs. I will try other hands as well, but I think I actually got as close to possible as what the artist wanted, right? So I don't know if you guys can see it. Does it look like a hand that is praying? Let me know. So I'm going to give a shout out to everyone that said hi. Thank you so much to the Dominiza. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Star Place. Thank you for stopping by again. Have a good weekend. Thank you, Pinky Say. Thank you, Rishma. Thank you to Irene the Faceless. Irene, thank you so much. Tak. So that's it, guys. That's another hack done. And to me, I think it was a bit easy. So I will continue to try other body parts. Like I said, I will do the eyebrow, then I'll come back again and I'll do some more hands, because I've seen other ways to draw hands as well, like pointing hands and looking up hands or whatever, raising up hands. So there's so many other kind of hands to do. So this is the one that I actually saw today, and I was like, okay, this may be a good start, right? So I will come back and do that kind of body parts. I'll do more eyes. I've seen other ways of drawing eyes. So I did eye earlier on this week, guys. For those of you that missed it, it's on replay. So I did some eyes. Not really proud of it, but you know, yeah. So earlier on today, guys, I did the ear, just for those that missed it. So this was the ear that I did today. It was how to recreate an ear using 9, Y, and S. I think it's inverted S. So this was the ear that I did earlier on this morning, and it's on my YouTube channel at the Lindberghs. You can always go there, rewatch it, and see how I did it. I did it live. So I decided to do a hand, and there's the hand that I did. And then earlier this week, I did the eyes. So there are other ways to draw eyes, and you can see in this sketch I was rubbish with the eyelids eyelashes. So I will come back and show other ways. Like I've seen other ways people showed, like side eyes, eye facing forward, eye facing up. So I'm going to try and do that. So I'm going to do quite a lot of body parts. I've done lips. There's so many other lips that I've seen. I've seen side lips, I've seen big lips, I've seen plump lips. So I will be doing so much on my platform, guys. So I will be trying as much as possible. And I think it's just amazing doing it live with you guys. It feels like I'm actually drawing with you, like I'm drawing with my tribe. So yes, I'll be doing a lot more. This nose is like the worst sketch that I ever did. Like this is just down. But so I will be doing so many other nose. I think it's no minus to the artist. I think it was just me and my blending stump that was dodgy. So I will be doing this. So I'll be doing lots of body parts, guys. So this is the hand that I've just done now live, but I'll be doing so many more body parts. I was showing previously all the things I did this week. So I did, for those of you that missed it, I also did this one, a girl with the sunglasses. And there's other sketches too that I actually started doing that I stopped. So I will go back and revisit those sketches as well. So I did this one as well. So you can see I worked on the lips there, the nose, the eyes, the eyebrow. I was really proud of this eyebrow, guys, but I've seen another way to do eyebrow and the hairs as well. So yeah, So I'll be doing lots more on my platform. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, it's free to subscribe. Come and join my tribe, guys. On this platform, we explore. I try new sketches, easy sketches, food ideas. So anything that I see, like especially on Instagram, guys, I've been seeing all this, like, you know how when they make all this fancy food, how to do this, how to make cheese on toast, how to do, I've been trying so much of it, guys, and I'm doing it once. I don't do trial run. I do it, I film it, edit it, and I put it out there. So if it's easy for me to do, then I'm sure it's easy for you guys to do. And why I always say this is because, one, I'm a rubbish cook. So if I can actually cook these things, being a rubbish cook, then yeah, anyone can do it, guys. And when I mean rubbish cook, I'm the only person that can actually burn boiling egg in the past, but thanks to content creating now, I can actually boil an egg. I've got tips on how to boil an egg on my platform as well. Like, I'm learning so much, and that's all through the power of social media as well. So I explore other people's hacks and show it to you guys, and let you guys know that from a layman, which is definitely me, if I can do these things, anyone can do it. So with sketches as well, if I can do this sketch, guys, anyone can do it as well. So try your hands on something. Don't put anything off for tomorrow. Like, at my age, I discovered I can sketch. It means anyone you can discover. In fact, I was even thinking of knitting as well. I've seen people knitting shoes, right? Using wool to knit shoes. I am going to try that, guys. I'm going to try cycling. I know at my age, I'm 42 and I can't cycle. I'm thinking of getting like a 3-wheel cycle, so that I think they call it tricycle, to learn how to cycle. So there's so many things I will be trying out on this platform, and I want you guys to come on this journey with me, guys. So that's it. Let me wrap up now. I'm gonna have my nuggets and chips, and I'll see you guys on the next one, and enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.